Please check your audio and video. Online admin, please enable video. Happy Teachers Day to everyone.
This meeting is being recorded.
That's good. Yes, boss. Yesterday I was talking about what concepts, guys? Setter injection, field injection. Come on, guys. We discussed about field injection. We discussed about setter injection. Then we have seen the importance of reflection API and how IOC container is using reflection API internally to get access to private fields, private constructors, private setter method, and using them to complete injection activities, right? Super, guys. Okay. Today, shall we continue the discussion, boss? So first of all, let me keep my Eclipse ID ready. Yeah, yesterday nothing happened, guys. Once connection lost, class is over. Don't be panic. Yeah, this is your batch code now. Spring, what is there? 1102. This is 1102 Spring core module, right, guys? Yes, more on first application development, September 4th. But we would like to take a new document, guys. Let's take a new document. Let's take a new document. Yeah, different types of injections, right, guys? Different types of injections. September 5th. Different types of injection, the September 5th. Okay. Mr. Rakesh, I don't like biscuits. Focus on subject. Right, guys. Yeah, shall we get into the subject now? Yeah, today let's start our discussion on construct injection. I want you people to be a bit alert, guys. Why? Because construct injection is little different from other injections, boss. Construct injection is little different, little, not so complex, but definitely little different from other injection. Here is my what injection, guys? Constructor injection. Okay, guys. Tell me, if the IOC container is using parameterized constructor to create target Spring Bean class object and also to inject, okay, given dependent Spring Bean class objects to target object is called what? Constructor injection. Here two things are happening. Using target class parameterized constructor, number one, it is trying to create target Spring Bean class object. In that process, it is trying to inject dependent Spring Bean class object. Is it not interesting, Rababu? Come on. Yesterday notes not uploaded, huh? Okay, today I'll upload. What is there in that? So, in remaining all places, auto-wide on the setter method performs setter injection. Object creation is a separate process, right, guys? Okay. As at the rate auto-wide on the field perform field injection. Object creation is a separate process. But here, target Spring Bean class object creation plus dependent Spring Bean injection will happen together or not, guys? So since object injection, dependent object injection is happening to target Spring Bean while create be class object. So can I say it's the fastest injection? Remaining all injections happens after object creation. But this injection happens during object creation. In the process of creating object, injection takes place, guys. So definitely it's a great injection to see or not, guys. Can I say it's the fastest injection? Okay, but one problem is there. In object creation of any Java class, how many constructors can be used at a time? Only one. So that means at maximum, only one parameterized constructor can have @auto void. If you place @auto void on multiple parameterized constructor, the IOC container will be in the dilemma state whether I should use that parameterized or this parameterized constructor to create the target Spring Bean class object. In that process, I will get the exception or not, guys. So at maximum, one parameterized constructor can have what? @auto void annotation. That's one point. Then what about injecting 2-3 dependents at a time, sir? Or if you want to inject 2-3 dependent at a time, you take 2 param constructor, 3 param constructor. But here what is the problem, guys? If constructor is having 10 params, if you like it or don't like it, you have to inject all the 10 dependents. I want to inject only 5 dependents. I want to ignore remaining 5. Is it possible? But that is possible in field injection and setter injection. In field injection and setter injection, that flexibility is there. So final conclusion. If you want to involve your choice number of has a properties in dependency injection, prefer setter injection or field injection or arbitrary method injection. Are you getting my point there? No. You have a parameterized constructor and you want to involve all the parameters based as a properties. All the parameters based as a property in dependency injection, then prefer working with what? Constructor injection. Prefer working with what? Construct. So final conclusion is, if Spring Bean class as a properties are mandatory to participate in dependency injection, constructor injection is good. Optional to participate in injection, come on guys, setter or field or arbitrary method can be used. In between these 3 things, field injection is bit good. Because flexibility is there, no need of separate method. Directly on the properties, we can write @auto void. Clear, my dear? Sir, I will take overloaded constructors. Then you are supposed to place @auto void on multiple overloaded constructors. Then IOC container will be dilemma which constructor to use. Then headache will come, na boss, come on. And moreover, if you start writing overloaded constructor, how many permutation and combination you will satisfy? For example, 4 as a properties are there. I may involve 1 property, 2 property, 3 property, 4 property. Which 2? Combination lot of. Which 3? Lot of. Which 1? Lot of combination. 4 means only 1 possibility, right guys? If I talk sincerely, 4 factorial number of constructors you have to place. Placing 4 factorial number of constructor means 24 constructors you have to place. For the sake of constructor injection, are you ready to place for 24 number of constructors? Array 4 means 24 possibilities are there. Suppose as a properties count is 6. 6 factorial is how much? 720. Are you ready to place 720 constructors? Fine. 10 properties are there. I cannot even speak out that number, right? 10 factorial is a big number, right guys? Suppose same 10 properties are there on which field injection or setter injection or what? Arbitrary method injection is enabled. Maximum how many fields I have to take? 10. How many setter method I should take? How many arbitrary method I should take? But I can involve my choice number of properties in the injection or not. But if I start writing overloaded constructor for constructor injection, number 1 problem is on multiple constructor we cannot place @auto void. If you place also, that constructor count is going to be used. So that's why conclusion from my side is, if all the parameters of taken constructor related has a properties are mandatory to participate in what? Dependency injection. Then only think about constructor injection. Otherwise, you prefer what? Other injection, especially field injection. Ah, sir, I don't know whether it is required or not required, field injection. I have 4 param constructor dealing with 4 as a properties. All are mandatory to participate injection. You may consider constructor injection. You have a doubt, 1-2 properties may not required every time. Think about field injection. Are you getting my point there? Super. Okay, guys. Tell me here, IOC container uses what, guys? Parameterized constructor to create target Spring Bean class object and to inject, what is that? Dependent Spring Bean class objects. Dependent Spring Bean class objects. What is that, guys? Dependent Spring Bean class objects to target Spring Bean during what is that? During the target. Okay. Why during, leave it. Okay. To target Spring Bean class object. Tell me, guys. We need to place @auto wide on the top of what, guys? Parameterized constructor. For this injection. On the top of parameterized constructor, guys. Tell me. At max, we can place @auto wide only on one parameterized constructor because IOC container uses single constructor to create the Spring Bean class object. Spring Bean class object. If we place @auto wide on multiple parameterized constructor, what, guys? Parameterized constructor, the IOC container throws exception. The IOC container throws exception. Okay, na? Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay, last point before practicals. To inject multiple dependent Spring Bean objects to what is there? Target Spring Bean. What, guys? Using constructor injection. What injection, guys? Constructor injection. Then we need to take we need to take constructor with multiple parameters. Constructor with multiple parameters. Okay, having @auto wide. What, guys? having @auto void in the target Spring Bean class. What is that, guys? In the target Spring Bean class. Are you understanding my statement? Okay, from my side, no issue, guys. Check your side. Those are having audio problem, please rejoin. Please rejoin. First, stop attending classes using mobile data. Start attending classes using Wi-Fi network if possible. Yes, guys. Shall we go for it now? Am I audible, guys? Am I loud and clear, my dear? Okay. Every day I need not to tell. If you are getting audio video problem, your mobile data bandwidth is very poor, please log out and rejoin. Maximum time problem will be solved. Is still not solved, you have to check your network bandwidth. Okay, guys. Auto wide extension 2, guys. Here is my what? Auto wide extension 2. Here is my SRC. Okay, here is my Spring Bean. Wish message generator target class. Total how many has a properties? 2 properties. But I am looking for constructor injection or setter injection. Constructor injection. Now I need to generate parameterized constructor or not. Alt shift plus O it seems. Okay, having all the has a properties of the class. Parameterized constructor will come dynamically. Check it out. Alt plus shift plus yes and O. Okay. See, select superclass constructor. No. LD and this one generate. One parameterized constructor has come here. Cut it. Cut it, guys. Paste it. Okay. If you don't place also, no problem. It will come automatically. You know that. Set parameterized constructor for what, guys? Parameterized constructor for constructor injection. What injection, guys? Alt plus shift plus yes, comma. Oh. Okay. Tell me what is there. Sys trace. Tell me what is there, guys. Sys trace. Here is my one param constructor. Okay, sorry. In fact, that is two param constructor. Yeah. This is parameter. This is parameter. Okay, these are parameter names, guys. I am initializing to instance variable. That's why this dot LT is equal to LT. So how does it know? It has to use this constructor only when other constructor is there. So on which @auto void is there, that will be used, guys. On which @auto void is there, that will be used. Earlier, Spring Bean class object is created using 0 param constructor. This time, same Spring Bean class object will be created using what? 2 param constructor. During that process, dependent objects also will be created and injected or not, guys? During that process, it will ready dependent Spring Bean class objects if they are not ready, and they will be injected during what? Target Spring Bean class object creation or not. Observe very carefully. Earlier, I don't know whether you noticed or not. In setter and field injection, what actually happened, you know? First target, then dependent objects are created. Then by calling setter method or by accessing field, dependent is assigned to target. This is the process, right? Okay, here what happens? It comes to create target. It notices I have to use 2 param constructor. What are the 2 parameters? Local time, local day. Takes the types and searches. Are there any Spring Bean whose class names are what? Local date, local time. Local date, local time. Not there. By that time, not there. Because first it attempts to create what object? Target. When it comes to when it is attempting to create target object, notices I have to call this constructor to create object. before creating target itself, before completing target object creation itself, it realizes in order to call this constructor, first of all, I need to keep two objects ready. Now it becomes ready to keep two objects ready now, boss. Okay, technically, whose objects are created first, dependent or target? Dependent first, using them target is created. That's why in constructor injection, first dependent objects will be created, then target will be created. This is one great difference between what? Other injection and constructor injection. In other injection, first target, then dependent. By calling method, by accessing fields, dependents are assigned to target was. Here, first dependents are ready. Using them, target will be created. Because after all, target will be created using parameterized constructor. During that process, only dependents will be assigned to target. Convinced or not? Convinced or not? I want reply. Okay, guys. One day you gone to lab, guys, to do practicals. There you realize systems are not there, only support is there. Then what you will do? You have actually gone to start the lab, but will you start the lab? You are forced to purchase the laptop first, then starting the practicals, right? Suppose if system is there, directly use the system and you will first you will start the practicals. In that process, system is assigned. Okay, use that system and you will do practicals. But if system is not there, everyone is doing practicals with a laptop, then you are forced to purchase the laptop first, then practical the next, right, guys? Okay, actually, you came to Spring and Hibernate course directly. I said core Java prerequisite. Then what happened? Then what happens first? You actually first joined Spring and Hibernate, but you are forced to learn core Java, then Spring and Hibernate. Are you getting my point there? Super. Okay, nothing will change. Everything remains same, guys. Go to main class, run the application. Run as Java application. Okay. Observe very carefully. Observe very carefully, guys. First time, create date. Before 2 param constructor of wish message generator. Because of these two things, dependent objects are created. And because of this, target is created. In that line only, dependents are assigned to target. In other examples, what we noticed? First target, then dependent. And by calling method or by accessing field, dependents are assigned to target. Is there any separate process for injection? No. In the process of creating target only, dependents are assigned or not. So that's why it is fastest injection or not, boss. Okay. So can I give this code first urgently? In wish message generator dot Java. What, guys? In wish message generator dot Java. In wish message generator dot Java. In wish message generator dot Java. Clear, guys? Paste it. What is the one I should highlight here? The one I should highlight here is this one. Let me put this one in the brackets, guys. Right, guys? I'm not worried about other things, other code. I simply say other code. other lines, other line. I think one mistake I have done. I started the document from the middle of the page, which is very bad. Okay, now let's do more thing. So what I did is I kept at the rate auto void on one two param constructor. Super. I wantedly taken one param constructor, guys. I wantedly taken one param constructor saying that there is one more client who is interested to inject only local time. He is not interested to inject what? Date. No problem. There is no wrong in that. There is no wrong in that. But on the top of this also I kept at the rate auto. On the top of this also I kept at the rate auto. Now you observe, guys. Auto wiring, guys, at the rate Java application. We are getting exception now, boss. What is this? Invalid auto wire marked because found constructor with required annotation already on what? One param. It is saying two param is wrong because it says that I already detected on the top of one param. Sir, I just kept for time pass. I want two param only should be taken very seriously, not the one param one. Then what should I do? Very simple, my dear. Here you say required is equal to false. What is equal to false? Required is equal to false. Now let's have a look now. At the rate auto void, tell me, Java application, still error? What's the error? Invalid auto work marked, tell me. Found constructor required annotation, wish message generator on two param. Check it out. It suggested required is there, but now it is saying what? When I kept required is equal to, on both places I kept what? Required is equal to false. Small headache is there or not there? Here also I said required is equal to false. Okay, now listen carefully. Listen, wait. Right click, run as Java application. Not that one, main class. Main class, here run button is there, you can also use that. So now how object is created, guys? Using two param na, boss. Now how object is created? Two param. Okay, now what I do is I will keep one param first, two param next. I will keep one param first, two param next. Are you getting my point there, guys? Super. At the rate auto void test, click on what, guys? Java application. Still it is using what? Two param. That means it is giving priority to more param constructor or not. See, if you place at the rate auto void on the top of multiple parameterized constructor, you will get exception. To overcome that exception, you can keep required is equal to false. Then it will take that constructor in which more parameters are there. Then it will take what? That constructor in which more parameters are there. I hope you understood, guys. Super. If you place multiple auto void parameterized constructors in Spring Bean class. What guys? Multiple parameterized constructor in Spring Bean class. In Spring Bean class. Without having required is equal to false param. Then we get the exception. Then we get the exception from the IOC container. Then we get the exception from IOC container. IOC container. Yeah, tell me boss. First of all, I have to give problem code. Yeah, in problem code, what should I do? Before pasting, I will remove required is equal to true. Default value of required is what guys? True. Default value of required param is what? Required param in auto void annotation. How tag is having attributes, annotation will have parameters. Required annotation is true, guys. That's the default value. Say paste. I should remove this. Removed. Here also, what is that, guys? Remove. Control P. Is that clear? Yeah, throws exception or not? This code throws the exception. Actually, container is in dilemma state. Which one to use, and both are having what? Required. Both are having required is equal to true. Indirectly not closed means required is equal to true is there now, boss. This code throws exception means both lines, boss. Both lines together. Right, boss. Tell me, boss. Statement wrong. Without as not comma. If we place multiple parameterized constructor in Spring Bean class without having, okay, total meaning changed. Okay. Without having required is equal to false, then we get exception from what? IOC container. Okay, guys. To make it possible, guys, what is that? To make it possible, place multiple auto void parameterized constructor. Multiple auto void parameterized constructors having, what is there? Having required is equal to false. Required is equal to false param value. Params. Okay, na? Right. In this situation, the constructor having more params. Constructor having more params with auto void will be used by IOC container for target bean. Tell me. Instantiation. Come on, guys. Target bean instantiation and also for dependency injection. Dependency injection. Okay. Same lines. I have to paste this one now, boss. Does not raise exception. In fact, first two param constructor will be used. What will be used, guys? the first two param constructor will be used. Say paste, bold, constructors for injection. Okay, tell me guys, no exception. IOC container uses this constructor. IOC container uses this constructor for constructor injection. What injection, guys? Constructor. I hope you got the clarity, my dear. Okay, last point. What is there? Constructor injection is the fastest injection. What, guys? Fastest injection compared to other injections because IOC container performs this injection during what, guys? Target spring bean class object creation. Object creation. Whereas other injections takes place after creating the target spring bean class object, after creating the target spring bean class object. Okay. After creating the target spring bean class object. Okay, guys. You understood this point, guys? Right. With this, we got some knowledge on constructor injection. Super. Next one. What is next? Last one that is kept, guys. Arbitrary method injection. Arbitrary method means method with any name, guys. Okay, listen. Same as setter injection, but method can have your choice name. Setter injection means standards you are following in the method name. Arbitrary method means any name you can give for the method. Assign I can take, put I can take, do assign I can take, do put I can take, inject also I can take as the method name, any name I can take. So what is the last injection we got, guys? Arbitrary. What is that? Arbitrary method injection. Though these many are there, what is famous in the market, guys? What is the one we use regularly? Okay. Arbitrary method means method having any random name, guys. Random name. Okay. It is like setter injection. It is like setter injection, but method name is arbitrary name. It is like setter injection, but method name is random. Method name can be any name. Method name can be any name. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Super. Okay. Using this injection, okay, we can involve our choice number of has a properties. What properties, guys? Has a properties in the injection process. What process, guys? Process. For this, we need to place what, guys? @auto void on the top of arbitrary method. What method, guys? On the top of arbitrary method. Okay, shall we go for it now? So, as I said, don't disturb the code, guys. Copy this, paste it like regular copy paste, boss. Extension 3, even extension 3 also it is generated automatically. Go close all the editors. Go to extension 3, guys. Come on. Here SRC. Here is my main class. Here is my choice, guys. Okay. 2 has a properties as usually. Tell me now. Here. Do I need to take constructors now? What should I take? Arbitrary methods for arbitrary method injection. We cannot generate, boss. Arbitrary method means my choice method. We should develop manually or not. We must develop them manually or not, guys. Super, guys. Arbitrary methods for arbitrary method injections. Injection. Yeah, tell me, guys. I can take my choice name. More or less signature looks like a setter method, but method is our choice. Assign LD. Hey, not compulsory naming convention should be followed, guys. Assign time. Happy, boss. Anything you can take, any name you can take. Tell me. Local time. This dot time is equal to time. Okay. At the rate auto wide. At the rate auto wide. But I think that is not this dot time, guys. That is LD, LT, na? LT. LT, guys. Sys trace. Okay. Public wide. Come on, next one. Put to date. Local date. At the rate auto wide. Sys trace. Tell me, guys. LD is equal to date. LD is equal to date. Is that clear, my dear? Understanding my statement, boss? Got the clarity, my dear? I want reply, boss. Come on. Yeah. Wish message generator, put to date. Remaining all are same, na? Business method, everything is same. Any change in this code, guys? Only methods are changed, boss. That's it. Okay. Shall we run this application now? Go to main class. Click on run button. Okay. Tell me first. Target will be created, boss. Come on. Then what? Dependent, it's assign method. Another dependent, it's assign method. Put date, put time, any name you can take. So same as setter method, only the thing is methods are having flexible name. That's why it is called arbitrary method. See, both are same, setter injection, this one. Earlier we are following standards for the method, this time no standards for the method. But these methods should have one param only, not two params. Sir, in single method, I will take two param, not possible. In single method, you cannot. That's why I said it is same as setter injection. Can you take two param for setter method? Setter method allows to take two parameters. Okay. Each arbitrary method must be designed to inject object to only one has a property. Only one has a property. Only one has a property. That means arbitrary method must be designed having single param, like setter method. What, guys? Like setter method. Simply like what guys? Setter method. Okay guys, what is the signature boss? Public void method. Okay, has a type param. Has a type param here logic guys. Injection logic. On the top of the method, what we should place guys? At the rate auto. Only in constructor injection, we have a freedom to take what? Multiple parameter. In all other injection, we have to take what? Single parameter only. In all other injection, we have to take what? Single pair. Example, guys. Tell me. In wish message generator.java. What guys? In wish message generator.java. Are you reading the notes? Are you getting benefit from the notes? Notes is easy to read. When you are reading notes, are you getting the feeling you are attending class one more time? I am standing and talking to you one more time. Feel is coming or not coming? Because we are having those things what we all learned in the classroom, right? And that too I am using simple English, simple vocabulary. Due to this, learning process looks very easy, boss. You study same topics in the internet. After studying half an hour, you will get the sleep, right? Why? They use high-end English vocabulary and they don't understand that Christian community examples in our mind, right? They take bar, foo, some different examples, right, guys? So we are localizing our examples so that we can understand in a better manner. Yeah, always remember one thing in life, guys. New remains new until we make it old. Every new remains new until we make it old. Spending time and making new as old is our responsibility. This formula you already applied many times in your personal life. Same thing you have to make in subject also. Look at the way you learn two-wheeler driving. In a first day, you might have felt quite horrible, not possible. Why? You are not able to control speed of the engine, right? And your focus is on the road, but you are forgetting to change the gear. Father or brother or friend who sat behind you started hitting the head. Worst fellow, change the gear. Why are you spoiling my vehicle? Why are you damaging my vehicle, right? Okay. So next time your focus is on gear changing. Vehicle going here and there. Okay. Again they will hit on the head. Worst fellow, look at the road. Initial 2-3 days you get the feeling better not to learn the vehicle. Yes or no? Na? But you have a desire, strong desire of what? Driving the two-wheeler. Practice it. Spend time almost every day, 1 hour, 1.5 hours like that. Come on. Okay, after 1 month, what happens? You will drive the vehicle confidently. After 2 months, what happens? You will drive the vehicle with a single hand. After 3 months, what happens? You will drive the vehicle without hands. Fourth month, what happens? Stands in front of special people. Sometimes they will misfire. You will be in the hospital. Yes or no? Na? So how did you become perfect in vehicle driving? Practice. Everything is same. Today it may be new. Tomorrow it may be bit new. After 10 days, it becomes old. If you spend more and more time, it becomes too old. You should practice in such a fashion. Any of your batchmate or same time frame people comes and ask, Are Babu, I am getting this error. You should say, I got this error 30 days back. This is the solution for this problem. When you look at the error, your brain should be filled up with what? Solution for every error. That means those many errors you should face, those many errors you should clear. That is possible when you do practicals only in the lab. If you do practical at home, you will solve your errors. That too by taking lot of time. If you spend time in the lab, guys, come on. You can rectify your errors. You can also rectify and analyze neighbor errors. Like that, subject will increase. Errors are good. When you get error, feel happy. Don't feel sad. Why it is coming to me? I did everything right. Some people will give very rebellious mail to me. Sir, I did everything perfect, but error is coming. That means they are not ready to accept it. Or until you got the output, you are doing one or other mistake. No, sir, I typed your code as it is. That's the mistake you did. You should use your brain also while typing the code, right? So that's why when get the error, feel happy. When you solve the error on your own, more happy. When you try to solve other errors, more happy. I think there is a Surf Excel ad, Dog Achhe Hai, right? So as a developer, you should say errors are great. Okay, na? Errors are good. Errors are great because they will make you better programmer. They will make you matured programmer. Fight for the errors. Try to solve other errors. But when others are solving your error, ask him to explain what you are doing. Please let me know. He comes and modifies and goes. He will get the subject, not the you, right? And that too, you should ask someone's help after struggling for half an hour. First struggle to solve an error half an hour on your own, not by verifying my line with your line, by reading the error. Some people, whenever error comes, what they do, line 1, line 1, line 2, line 2. Are you a proofreader? Are you a proofreader? No, na. You are a developer, right? You should read the error. You should read the error, understand the error, go to that line, do modification. You may get new error by going existing error, by losing existing error. Try to solve that error. This is one thing I noticed. Whenever error comes, they will cross verifying my code and your code. Sir kept a semicolon. I also kept semicolon. In the paintbrush, okay, one mosquito symbol or what, one extra letter typed because of paint. People also keep that extra letter. And they come to me, sir, how to type this letter, sir? Don't become like that, please. Coding needs some little common sense. Use common sense, and try to become good programmer. Okay, let it be, guys. You got the idea about arbitrary method? Super, guys. Okay. Summary on all the 4 injections. Yeah, this table is very important, guys. This table is very important. First, I will take feature. Feature, tell me, that feature is there in field injection or not? Next, what, guys? Constructor injection. Okay, let's go for setter injection. Setter injection, and all are looking same, na? Arbitrary method injection. Arbitrary method injection, guys. Lastly, only constructor injection behaves differently. What injection, boss? Constructor injection. I'll cover so many things which I have not covered so far. Be alert. Be alert. Arbitrary method injection, guys. Here is my constructor injection. Before going to interview, just look at this table and go to interview. 1-2 questions are compulsory. What's the difference between field injection and constructor injection? What's the difference between setter injection and constructor injection? Most of the old timers, veterans who studied just Spring, then upgraded to Spring Boot, they compare setter injection and constructor injection. Why? Because in XML driven configuration, only setter constructor injection is possible. Field injection, Arbitrary method injections are not possible. Are you understanding my statement? Super, guys. Tell me, in XML driven configurations, what guys? In XML driven configurations, field injection is possible, guys? Not possible. Why, sir? Because fields are private, na? Can we access and write information about fields in XML file? They have not given, guys. Setter injection possible, Yes, possible. Just now I covered that point. Arbitrary method injection, what is possible or not possible? Possible or not possible? Constructor injection possible or not possible? Possible, my dear. Possible. Next one. Tags in XML driven configurations. Tags in XML driven configuration. Tell me, guys, what are the tags we should use in XML driven configuration? What are the tags we need to give for XML driven configuration? Okay. In XML, not applicable. Tags are not there. Why? When not possible, how tag will be there, Babu? Property tag, guys. What is the tag we have? Only for knowledge sake. We are not learning XML. I'm just giving for knowledge sake. Here, NA, not applicable. Here, what is the tag we got? Constructor -arg tag. Constructor -arg tag. Super, guys. Next. In annotation driven configurations. In annotation driven configuration, field injection is what? Possible. Setter injection is arbitrary method injection. Why? Yes, let's go for possible. Possible, guys. Here also possible. Here also possible. Lastly, here also, what is that, guys? It's definitely possible. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on. This is in annotation driven configuration. Lastly, what is there, guys? Yeah. Annotation required. What is the annotation required, guys? @auto void. @auto void on the top of field. On the top of has a field. On the top of has a field. Tell me. @auto void on the top of setter method. Next. @auto void on the top of what method? Arbitrary method, guys. What method? Next. @auto void on the top of parameterized constructor. On the top of parameterized constructor. Cool. Next one. On the top of parameterized constructor. Tell me, what is the next story, boss? Okay, we'll see. Okay, this is annotation required, guys. Tell me when to use this. When to use this? Okay. When to use this? If has a properties are optional to participate in injection, right, guys? If the has a properties are optional to participate injection, they may participate, they may not participate, right, guys? If has a properties are optional, optional to be inject, optional to inject. If the has a properties are optional to inject, guys. Are you understanding my statement, boss? Here also same thing. Here also same thing. I want reply, guys. Arbitrary method, same na? Same story. Lastly, what is there, guys? Okay. If as a properties are mandatory to inject, mandatory, mandatory to get injected, mandatory to get injected, optional to get injected. Fine. Okay. Next one. Okay, guys. Next one. Count. Okay, guys. To perform injection on n properties. What, guys? N properties. We need to place n properties to perform injection on less than or equal to n properties. What, guys? Less than or equal to. Less than or equal to n properties. Less than or equal to n properties. Tell me, guys. We need to take n has a properties. What, guys? Has a properties. We need to take max of, tell me, n has a properties with auto wide annotation, right, boss? With auto wide annotation. With @auto wide annotation. Copy these, guys. Tell me next one. Paste. Yeah, tell me, guys. To perform injection on less than or equal to n properties, we need to take what, guys? We need to take max of n setter methods. What, guys? Max of n setter methods with @auto wide annotation. This is done, boss. I want reply, guys. Next. Next one, my dear. I want reply. To perform injection on less than or equal to n properties, we need to take max of how many? N arbitrary methods. What method, guys? Arbitrary methods with @auto-avoid annotation. Clear? But is it same here, boss? No. To perform injection on less than or equal to n properties, we need to take max of n factorial, big number, guys. What number? N factorial. Factorial will be written like that only. I hope you remembered that mathematics. Okay. Big number, parameterized constructors. What, guys? Parameterized constructors with auto-void required false. That too auto-void, that too having what? Required false. Right, boss? Auto-void required false. Okay, guys. Next one. Speciality. What's the speciality of these injection, guys? Okay, mostly used injection, right, guys? Mostly used injection in annotation driven configurations. Mostly used injection in annotation driven configuration. Here, my dear, tell me. Mostly used injection in annotation driven configuration. What is the setter injection? Mostly used injection in XML driven configuration. In XML, there is a popularity for setter because the only setter constructor is possible now, boss. XML driven configuration. Okay. Not popularly used. Not popularly used. It is popularly used, boss. No speciality, guys. No speciality. What is the speciality here? Fastest injection. What, guys? Fastest injection in both. What is this? Annotation driven. In both annotation driven and XML driven configuration. In both annotation driven and what, guys? XML driven configuration. Understood my statement, guys? Okay. Spring Bean object creation process. Spring Bean object creation process. Spring Bean object creation process. If all properties are injected with the field injection, boss, so then it will go for what, guys? Zero param constructor or not, guys? Okay, uses what parameter? Zero param constructor. Okay, here also what, guys? Uses zero param constructor. Okay. Here also what is that, guys? Uses zero param constructor. It happily uses zero param constructor or not, guys? Okay. Lastly, what is there, guys? Uses parameterized constructor even if one property enabled with constructor injection. Because once it is used parameterized constructor, object is created now. Do you think again it will go to zero param constructor? Because in object creation only one time constructor is required, right, guys? Uses what, guys? One param constructor. Uses what, guys? Not one parameterized constructor. Constructor, parameterized constructor. If at least one property is configured, if at least one property is configured for what injection? Constructor injection. Constructor injection. Configured for constructor injection. Next one, guys. Order of creating objects, boss. What is that? Order of creating objects. Order of creating objects. Yeah, tell me, guys. Order of creating objects. Tell me. First target, then dependent. First target object. Target, then dependents. First target, then dependent. Copy this. Next one. First target, then dependents. Next one. First target, then dependents. Come on. First dependents, then target. We are doing a lot of deep analysis or not? Do you think these differences are there in the internet? Find me and show. First dependents, dependents. Okay, then target. First dependents, then target, guys. Okay, guys. Tell me. Okay, any other differences you found? Fast, slow, everything we discussed or not, guys? Okay, now listen carefully. This is very, very important. Everyone should concentrate, guys. There is a word called theoretically only, practically there is no use for it. Cyclic dependency injection. What is that? A is dependent on B, B is dependent on A. A needs B, B needs A. A contains B has a property, B contains A has a property. In A class at the rate auto void, in B class at the rate. Circle na boss. Using setter injection, field injection, arbitrary method injection, cyclic dependency injection is possible. Why? Why I will tell. First target created, then it observes at the then dependent created, because by seeing at the rate component on A class object is created. By seeing at the rate component on B class object is created. Clear, my dear? Are you with me, guys? Now listen. Later what happens? In the A class, at the rate auto void is there. In the B class, at the rate auto void is there. A needs B, B is injected to A. B needs A, B is injected to A. So clear? Super. Okay, now. Look at the constructor injection. A, one param constructor at the rate auto void. Class B, one param constructor at the rate auto void. Now focus. First it comes to create A class object. Let us assume. What it is expecting? B. Then it goes to B. In the B, it is expecting what? It comes to A. Again it comes in the A, again it is expecting what? B says, give me A. A says, give me B. Come on. B says, give me A. A says, so circular reference happened or not? Circular dependency injection happened or not? So using constructor injection, can I go for circular dependency injection? Not possible. Using remaining injections? Possible. Okay, give me 2 minutes. First we'll feel it practically. Then we'll come to what? Coding, guys. Okay, let us take extension 3 only. This is my class. Class A. This is my class B. Class B. First positive side. In class A, private BB @auto. Right? Okay, to get the feeling A class object is created, boss. To get the feeling A class object is created, systrace A:0 param constructor. A:0 param constructor. Go to B, guys. Tell me. Arre, 1 minute. What should I do here, boss? @component. What should I do? @component A1. Yeah, tell me, guys. @component B1. @component B1. Yeah, here is my what, boss? Private BB. Sorry, A. Here also, what is there, guys? @auto. Here I am taking constructor to feel it practically. Nothing. Systrace BB. 0 param constructor. 0 param constructor. Okay. To give the feeling, these are working, guys. I will take public void display method. Nothing else, guys. Display return from A. Otherwise, sysout from A. From A. Because there's no serious data to print now, boss. That's why. Okay, guys. Return A. I think this is B, na? Say something. B. Yeah. Take the same display method, guys. Take the same display method. Say from, what is this? A. Take this from A. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on. Super. Auto wiring test, guys. I'm taking separate class. I don't want to disturb the existing code, guys. What is this? Auto wire test1.java main method. Go to first one. IOC container creation is same everywhere. Okay. IOC container creation is same everywhere, na boss? Okay. Get A object. A class object reference. A1 is equal to ctx dot get bean A. What's the bean ID I have given for A? A1, huh? Okay. Here B1. Okay. Bean ID is A1, boss. Bean ID is A1. Tell me. A1 dot display of. A dot class of. A dot class of. Tell me. I can get as usually like this. B1 is equal to B1 dot B dot class B1 dot display. We are happy now, boss? Okay. We're happily going to get the objects now, my dear. Come on. See this? Any exceptions from my side? From A, from B, both has come. A class object, B class object happily created. Forget about wish message generator. Sir, why they are created? They are singleton, na? For this container also they are pre-instantiated. That's not a issue, guys. From A, from B came means everything is happening smoothly. Okay. No field injection from my side. No field injection, Ra Babu. So what should I do? Comment this. Commented. In A, B, this dot B is equal to B. In A, B, this dot B is equal to B. Are you getting my point, guys? On the top of it, what is there? At the rate auto void. At the rate auto void. Next, comment these guys. In B, A, this dot A is equal to A. Okay, as usual, it is not one param, guys. I will place, boss. One param. BB. Tell me, guys. At the rate auto. Yeah. Tell me, boss, what happened? I'm going to call first this. CTX dot get B in A1. CTX dot get, okay, actually, in the object creation, in the container creation itself, pre-instantiation, it will try to create what? A class object. But it noticed at the rate auto void on the top of one param constructor. It comes to this one param constructor, na boss. What is there? At the rate auto void PB is there. Okay, then it thinks that, oh, constructor injection, first dependent, then target. Then goes to which class? B class. What B class says? Again at the rate auto void on one param constructor. Oh, it thinks that, oh, this fellow also constructor injection, first dependent, then target. Who is dependent? Goes to A. Here what? At the rate auto void on the top of what? One param. What is the dependent? B. Okay, first dependent, then target. Deadlock situation. Traffic jam in X road. You go. No one will go there. Deadlock situation now, boss. Traffic, when traffic jam happened, the two egoistic people are there on the road. You go. Why should I go? I'm a local guy. Why should I go? I'm a son of so and so MLA. Then first they will talk like humans. Later animals comes into picture. You know, I'm a tiger. You know, I'm a lion. Ego problems. So deadlock situation will create or not? Same deadlock situation is happened here or not, guys? Yes, boss. Click on this. See, it clearly error creating name A1. Requested bean is currently in creation. B is under construction. Is there any unresolvable circular reference? Circular reference. Aisa no na? Sir, what is the use of circular injection? Zero usage in the real time. Then why are you teaching? Theoretical knowledge, interview sake. If you ask me, where did you use circular injection in your project? I say 0 times I used. Why target will inject to dependent? Why dependent will inject to target? We don't get that situation, boss. We don't get that situation. And Flipkart uses DTDC. Do you think DTDC uses Flipkart? Never, na, boss. I hope you are understanding. Flipkart wants to use DTDC services. Do you think DTDC wants to use Flipkart services? I don't think so. If such situation comes, you can go for circular injection, right, boss? But such situation never comes, guys, in any laid application development. Okay, now you got what is circular injection now? Support for, what is that? Circular circular or cyclic injection? Circular or cyclic injection? Tell me, answer is yes or no na? Answer is yes or no na? Supports. Here, supports. Here, supports. Here, not supports. Does not support. Does not support. Does it supports, guys? Really does not support, guys. I think you got maximum differences between cyclic injection and, sorry, all the 4 injections, guys. This is the summary or this is the features. These are the differences, whatever it is. Okay, tell me. What is cyclic or circular DI? What is what? Cyclic or what? Circular DI. Cyclic or circular DI? Answer. If 2 spring beans are dependent to each other, right? Dependent on each other, to each other. To each other is good, on each other is good. On each other. Dependent to each other. I think English is a dirty language, that's why. Okay. Dependent to each other. Then we can say they are in, what is that? Cyclic DI or circular DI? Circular DI. Okay. It is not advisable to keep beans in, to keep spring beans in, what, guys? Cyclic DI. Next point, guys. Except constructor injection. What, guys? Except constructor injection. Constructor injection. Remaining all other injections supports what, guys? Cyclic DI. Remaining all injections support, guys, cyclic DI, cyclic dependency injection. Is that clear, guys, my dear? Come on, I want reply. Super. Okay, here is my A.Java. Here is my A.Java, guys. Here is my B.Java. A is dependent to B is dependent to A. A.Java and B.Java. Here what is there? A to B, B to A. A, B. A to B. Here is my B to A. Here is my what, guys? B to A. I hope everyone convinced with me, my dear. Got it? Yes. So here I have done through through field injection, it is possible. Through constructor injection is not possible. So the code what I have highlighted will work or will not work? Okay. Through constructors not possible. Through a setter injection it is possible. I think day to day your confidence is increasing, boss. Okay, with this I introduced all the 4 injection, but tomorrow onwards we are going to use more and more field injection. Okay, don't miss tomorrow's session because I'm going to prepare background for second application development. So I might be showing 4 applications in the workspace, but for me first application only completed. For me, only first application is completed. Tomorrow onwards I am going to prepare background for second application, and whatever standards I am going to give, these standards I will use throughout Spring and Spring Boot learning. How best we can develop the target and dependent Spring Beans. What are the best practices while designing the Spring Bean, that I am going to discuss in next 2-3 sessions. Based on that, we complete our second application. Then we will discuss other concepts that are related to what? Spring Beans. Is that clear, guys? So tomorrow, Friday, I think Saturday, Sunday, you'll be having holiday mostly. Okay, but don't take extra holiday for the sake of, okay, Ganesh festival, right? If you take also, make sure that you are attending tomorrow class at least in online. Because such a very, very important, this knowledge will reflect throughout Spring and Spring Boot learning. On certain classes, we implement certain interfaces. Okay, why we implement interface? What is the advantage of implementing interfaces? Okay, there are some design patterns that I am going to discuss. So don't dare to miss the tomorrow's class at any cost. And I hope everyone completed practicals, assignments. Still not a? Still not a? Okay, while eating food, while eating food, just question yourself: am I eligible to take this food? Am I eligible to eat this breakfast? Am I eligible to take this lunch? If answer comes no, okay, at least call your parents and say sorry, I'm wasting your money. I'm telling very seriously. You can cheat anyone in the life, but you cannot cheat yourself. Got it? Don't cheat yourself, guys. If you can cheat anyone, but your inner soul knows whether you are really correct, what you are doing is correct or not. You can convince, you can argue, you can overlook anyone for any reason, but you cannot convince yourself until it is a fact. So now onwards, you are answerable to yourself while taking food, while taking bath, while spending each rupee that is earned by your parents. Just question yourself, am I doing right or wrong? If answer comes right, go ahead. Answer comes wrong, okay, that means somewhere you are crossing the line, you are out of line, try to come back to the line. If you come back to the line, future will be good. If you don't come back to the line, nothing will be there in your control. Compromises starts. You start accepting your defeat. And once you start accepting defeat, in life, everything is compromise. What you eat, what you wear, whom to talk, how to talk. Everywhere compromise starts. Job holder came and talking so many things. You even hesitate to go and to meet him. Why? Because you are not ready with the subject. What you will talk with him? A settled person came to your home as a relative. You cannot lift your face to see him. So everywhere compromise starts, guys. Simple thing. How long should I wear these Chor Bazaar shirts, discounted pants, discounted chappal or duplicate brands? Question yourself. There should be a day purchasing shirt and trouser by spending 15,000 should not look like a costly. You should still feel I can afford it. You should do that much hard work. All your small and moderate desires should not look expensive, should look like affordable. There should be some luxury desires. You should say, I can afford it, but I don't like it. That's why I'm not taking them. You should come to that level financially. And that is possible when you plan professional life properly. If you don't plan professional life properly, you'll start saying everything is watch, what is there in other watches? Everything is shirt. I'll purchase from Erragadda Chor Bazaar. Everything is chappal now. Why should I purchase branded? Life starts with compromises. Earn money and don't spend money. Saying that I don't like that. That is a statement of achiever. Since you don't want, you cannot earn money, you cannot say I hate money. Since you cannot travel in the car, you cannot purchase car, you cannot say I hate cars. I hope you got it. Alexander, while dying, he said, I am going with empty hands. Let the world know. But that statement is having value because Alexander has given that statement after winning 3/4 of the world. That's why there is a value for that statement. If any soldier who has not even participated in one war gives that statement, did we talk about that statement? Bill Gates saying that I earned so much money, but I want to spend my life for charity. There is a value for that statement because he earned the money and now he's saying I'm not crazy about the money. That's why there is a value. Person like you says, I hate money, I don't like money, I don't like luxury life, I'm a simple man, I eat compromised food, I wear compromised dresses, I will give compromised life to my life partner, I will make my parents living compromised forever. That means that is not a statement. That is not your profile. That reflects your inability. That reflects your inability, not the great statement. Earn money, keep 1 crore rupee in the account. Don't purchase car, go on the bus. That is become progress. What is that? Simplified life. Keep 2 crore in the bank account. Okay, wear normal dresses. Go wear unbranded shirts. That looks like you are a simple man or minimalistic man. Without having anything, I will compromise and I am minimalistic means it's meaningless. Yes or no? Na? Okay, again, last statement, general I give to every batch. Don't follow that senior guidelines who is staying in Amirpet hostel, Madhapur hostel from last 6-7 years without doing job. I think there will be your super seniors, same bed, same hostel. He will receive you, he will receive your sub-junior also. In front of them, everyone becomes successful, but this fellow start discouraging everyone. Talk to that fellow who is successful. Yes or no? Na? And try to have friendship with those people who are having positiveness. Everything positive. That fellow should say, one day I will achieve that. One day I will work in this building. One day I will drive this car. That positive attitude is very important. Don't speak to those people who completed 3-4 years but still in the same hostel, same bed, but giving gnan to every fellow who is coming to hostel. You will be discouraged. You will be discouraged. You ask only one question. Anna, you know everything now. Why are you here? Then he will say cock and bull stories. At the time of telling story only, we'll understand that is a story. You ask only one question. Anna, you know everything. Why are you still in the hostel? He will say that problem, this problem. He never agree. I have not studied courses properly. Is that clear? This is the time. You have a freeness, lot of attractions in Hyderabad, but still there is a one game to focus. What is that? Software job. But don't aim job, first aim subject. If subject is good, byproducts anyhow will be good. Clear? Thank you. What is your batch code? I think still Google Drive has not come. I don't know when these people will give me. Okay, let it be. Yeah, yesterday one also I'll upload today. Don't worry. E-Drive, guys. This. Done, boss. Thank you. We'll meet tomorrow and we'll discuss more on second application development.